Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a new episode. I'm very excited to check these sneakers. These ones are the first pair that I tried from Yeezys and I'm very curious to see how they are. As always, we start with a short preview and after that we have the unboxing. Feel free to pause the video every time you want. Here we can see some of my sizes in other sneakers and also a closer look of this label. In the box we can find the sneakers and 2 extra pair of laces in red color. These sneakers are made for Kanye West by Adidas and of course I need to know how they are. In the shot we can see both of them and as always we're gonna start with the left foot because we want to see if the quality is consistent and everything is fine. Having them on my hands for the first time, I have to say that I was thinking they were much bulkier and they aren't. They don't feel like a boot or anything similar. I don't know how they will fit to my feet. I'm just curious to see how they are. In the shot we can see a closer look of the knit material. Is a bit different. It's not like the one that we can see in Ultra Boost in general. This one is not as elastic if I have to make a comparison, but it is interesting enough. In the shot we can see a bit better the kind of laces that they have. Very strange look these laces, but having them on my feet I did like them. I didn't feel the need to tie them, you know. This way they are okay. I have to remind you that these sneakers are lifestyle sneakers, so there is no need to have them very tight in your feet. We can see that the tips are covered with a small piece of rubber to keep the look a bit more neat. As you can tell, the midsole boost material is covered here with some kind of plastic or something in between plastic and rubber, because right close to the sole is a bit softer and the edge where is finding the knit material, there is almost plastic, very rigid. You can see here how much boost we have inside. There is quite an amount of boost inside, so I'm expecting to have good cushioning these sneakers. Of course you never can have too much boost, but still this is a decent amount of boost. And I think it's normal because all the lifestyle sneakers, they should have been this way, you know, very good in cushioning. Because if you want to use them daily, at least they should be with good amount of cushioning, right? In the shot we can see the sole. It's a bit different from Ultra Boost, obviously. It does remind me a bit of Ultra Boost Web, but still they are different. This one has a bit more thickness and I'm glad it has, and I feel that this insole is normal for a lifestyle sneaker, because here we don't care that much if they are light or not. We really don't care that much. We have to have them for a few years and that is the only important thing in my opinion, the longevity. Although I think this sole would have been nicer if it wouldn't be transparent, because if you don't have the need to make them glow in the dark, I don't see why to make them transparent. They will look a bit bad after some use. That's why I prefer a solid color. Because like I just said, these ones, they are not reflective and they are not glowing in the dark, this model. The insoles are very thin, maybe like Ultra Boost ones. They are a bit different, obviously they don't have the same shape, but they are soft enough, although they are very thin. The thickness of this insole is somewhere in between 2 or 3 millimeters. We can see here the interior. The boost material is covered with another layer of foam which has some holes. I like it this way. The footbed, it doesn't feel that rigid because of this perforated layer of foam. Here we can see the internal label. They are made in China. And here we have the right foot. This one has the labels. I have to say that I didn't find any issues with the stitching or the gluing on these sneakers. Here we have some audio samples because we want to see how are the materials on these sneakers. The knit is a combination in between something very similar with cotton and plastic, basically. So the material feels soft like cotton, but I'm sure it's not. Probably is polyester or something. The golden color part is made by plastic, and around the ankle, these sneakers, they do have some elastic in this material, which seems to be very similar to cotton. I will add more audio samples just to let you know a bit better how they are, these materials. Here we can see the external labels. They are the same like Adidas other models. I like the sock fit feeling of these sneakers. They are pretty much elastic enough, so I like them the way they are. Again, we can see the sole here. In the center of the sole, close to the heel, we can see some exposed boost material. Here we can see both insoles. And here we have a better look of this interior and this footbed. Here in the shot I'm pointing with my finger that inside we can find something like rubber or plastic, something in between these two materials, and that gives them a bit more rigidity in the toe box and also on the instep. Here I'm checking a bit these laces. I can tell you that they are a bit more elastic than others, and I think it's normal because they need to adjust to your feet. So I don't have anything to complain. They are thick, they are robust, so I like them the way they are. except maybe there is no easy way to take them down and change them with the other ones that are regular laces. Here we can see both two pairs of laces that we can find extra in this sneakers box. These ones are very thick. They remind me like the ones we can find on boots. Very long lasting pair of laces in my opinion. And now came the time to check the insoles and the soles, how big they are. After finishing to check the length of the insole, I can tell that these sneakers will be a bit too small for my feet, and I do recommend to go size up in this case. And they are remind me a bit of Ultra Boost Web. Those were having more or less the same insoles like these ones. So in both cases you have to go for size up. Here we can see the weight of these sneakers. In my opinion, it's not very important, but if you want to know it, here we can see it. They are more or less like other Ultra Boost that we find in the past on this channel, so nothing crazy. They are not too heavy in my opinion. In this shot we can see my arch and my instep and also the insoles. As you can tell, they are almost the same, like the size of my feet, and that means I will not have enough space inside. That's why I said I should go size up for these sneakers, and everyone else, not just me, I guess. If you really have a narrow feet, you might keep this pair in your true to size, but otherwise if you have a regular feet or wider feet, you should go size up in my opinion. Here we have the first on-fit shots. I will do this in real time because I want you to see how easy it is to take them on my feet. Having this sock fit knit, I find them very easily to take them in and out, so I like them. For this kind of sneakers, I don't recommend to use the kind of socks that I use because those are a bit too small for these sneakers, and that collar, it might rub your skin after a while, after using them for more than an hour or something. So I do recommend to use longer socks than I did here. So here, having them few seconds on my feet, I can notice that they are a bit more smaller than other sneakers, but that is not the biggest issue. The biggest issue is the toe box. The toe box is a bit too low in these sneakers, and all my toes can feel that knit rubbing all the time, so this will be a big problem for the comfort. And here we have some on-fit shots from a lower angle. Here we can see a bit better these sneakers on my feet and how bulky they look or not. To be honest, the shape, I like it on them. They look very good, and the cushioning is, you know, good to great, if not really amazing, but good to great, to be honest. I like it. The cushioning is almost perfect in these sneakers. So I think it came the time for pros and cons. Well, for pros, this model from Yeezys, they are a bit more economic, if you can say so, because they are 230 euros or dollars instead of 350 that I've seen other models from Yeezys in the past. So these ones, if you can say so, they are a bit more cheap than other ones. Other pro will be, like I said, the cushioning, which is very good in these sneakers. It's not perfect, but it's very good. I have to admit that. I like the sole also because it's not very thin. This is okay, to say the truth, this sole. They are coming in two colorways in this moment. One of them is pepper, this one, and the other one is mist. You will see it in the next video. That one will be in half size up in comparison with this one. This one are in 41 1/3 or 18 US, and that one is in 42 or 8.5 in US. So we're gonna see them how they are, these two different sizes, and how is the comfort and the cushioning in both in the next episode. So for the pros, this will be it more or less. The price, which is a bit lower in comparison with other models from Yeezys, and the colorways, I like them. I don't find them ugly or anything, although the people, they are not very crazy about them. I like them. In this case, they might be a bit cheaper because they are not reflective, nor they have glow in the dark materials. So that is something to keep in mind with this pair. Also, before I forgot, I did notice when I'm walking with them, the heel is going into the interior of the shoe. I don't know, it's making a weird movement. It's not something that annoys me really, but it's something that I notice. That is not a reason not to buy them. But I did notice this because my foot, it does go to the interior of the shoe. I don't know how to explain this, but it has a weird movement, In time you can be okay with that movement, but yeah. For cons, well, like I already said, that is the only problem that I had with them, is the space in the toe box. I don't think it's enough. I think they should have added 1 centimeter more, and that would have been great, That would have been a big difference for these sneakers in comfort. In the shot, we can see them in comparison with Saucony Shadow 6000. Those, they have great to amazing comfort. Maybe they don't have the best cushioning, but those, they have very good comfort. Because of that, I would like to point out that these sneakers from Yeezys, I don't think I recommend them to children because of that lack of space in the toe box. That is very important for a child, in my opinion. Now everybody is free to do the way he wants, but I personally don't recommend these sneakers for children. So my final thoughts. Well, I like these sneakers 85%, and 15% I didn't like them because of that lack of comfort in them. That's very important thing, They can look good, they can be comfy, they can have good cushioning, but if they don't have the comfort that they should have, I don't think it's a good buy. If you are interested in them, buy them, check them yourself, and if you like them, you just keep them, obviously. If not, well, you can always ask for a refund, then it's up to you. Thank you very much for watching this episode. See you next time. If you have any questions, please let me know. Don't forget to subscribe because it's very important for me. Have a nice day and take care of you.